What's going on, everybody? This is Anthony with Family Man Trucking, and welcome to my channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I like to come out with videos for helpful tips, hints, ideas, and anything that I've come across and I can pass on to you guys, especially to new drivers coming out to the industry. As well as I like to talk about the company that I work for or work with, which is MGR Lease out of Chicago, Illinois. Now on to the topic. I like to talk about weight stations, okay? Weight stations, for some reason, I know when I first came into the industry, weight stations, I won't say I was scared, but I was nervous to come across, all right? Because I was new to the industry, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what kind of questions they were gonna ask me, if they were gonna ask me any kind of questions. The last thing I wanna do is look stupid, to a DOT officer when he's asking me certain questions and I don't know the answer, okay? But they're there for a reason, which is basically we make sure that we're in compliance with the weight limits. Also, if they're having a blitz week, they pull us in, check our logbooks, check our paperwork, do a certain type of inspection on your truck and trailer, things to that nature. So they're there for a purpose, okay? They're not there just to go ahead and just, give us a hard time. One thing you should understand is basically if you're legal on your weights as well as on your drives and on your trailer, axle, then you have nothing to worry about. That's one thing I like to run. That's the reason why I like to run under 38,000 pounds, because I don't want to mess with all that back and forth on moving my tandems and whatever you want to call it, get myself scaled out at a truck stop, things to that nature. So that's another reason why. In course, another one is because I don't want to run that heavy, burn fuel, wear and tear on my tires. It's just a whole thing I don't want to mess with. All right, but weight stations, I mean, can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Sometimes they're backed up and they're doing a blitz and they're hauling everybody in. But one thing I also want to talk to you guys about is especially to the new guys, is weight stations. Weight stations in each state is to me is different, okay? But they all serve the same purpose. They really do, okay? But each state has a different way on how you look at it, okay? And when you come upon it. All right, let's start with Texas. This is where I'm from. Texas, I go up and down 45 a lot. I-10 into Beaumont, across Louisiana and things of that. Up 59, to Lufkin, up to Shreveport. So those are the routes that I use a lot because I run a lot to the east side of the states. But with that being said, in Texas, to know if a weight station is open, right before you approach it, it tells you if the yellow lights are flashing, okay, then it's open. You have to pull in. All right. Now in Louisiana, it's the opposite. Okay. If the lights are flashing, that means they're closed. You bypass it. You just keep on rolling. Okay. Other states don't have flashing lights. Basically, they just tell you that a scale's coming up, and as you approach it, it'll tell you it's either closed or open. All right. If it's open, you go in. Okay. It gives you two arrows. Either you're gonna get the green light or you're gonna get the red light, or the red arrow or the green arrow. You get the green arrow, you pull over to the left, you keep on going. You get the red one, basically they're asking you to come on the scale. Okay. Now, with that being said, is when you come across these scales, all right, be very, very careful, okay, because each state has a different way on how you come upon the scale itself. All right, some want you to split your drives. Some people it's just a regular scale like you see them at the CAT scales at the Loves and the TAs and etc. So just be very careful when you approach them. And now understand, I'm talking to the new people out there. All right, the professionals and experience, whatever. You guys been doing this a million times. I get it. Okay, but at one time we were all nervous. When we first started out in this industry, at least I know I was, because like I said, I was new. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know if they were going to ask me any kind of questions. I don't know if, how I'm going to answer them, so basically, when I was first starting in this industry, that is the last thing I wanted to do was come across a open weight station. Okay, but these weight stations, like I say, they're set up somewhat different, but they all serve the same purpose. Okay, now I'm gonna share with you guys a story or experience that I had. I would say about 2 weeks ago. Okay, I was coming across Chicago. I was coming out of Chicago and I was going south. Okay, I was carrying a load of antifreeze, which is weighing around 42 plus. Now, when I picked up, there was no truck stop around that had a weight, had a scale for me to scale out. Okay, so I was I had an idea that my tandems were set right, but I was still kind of a little bit uncertain, you know. So I was running south to go to, I think I was going to Virginia, or no, actually I was going to Georgia. Now I think about it, I was going to Georgia. Okay, so I was coming across a weigh station, and I was like, damn it, you know, it was open. Okay, I wanted to go to the Love's that was further down because I wanted to scale myself out. Okay, but that wasn't going to happen. I had to come across the weight scale first. All right, so it was open, so I pulled in. Now, excuse me. Hot chocolate. It's cold right now, or it's getting cold. So as I'm entering, you know, the weight station, right before I get to the weight scale house. Okay, I'm slowing down. You have to go about 30 miles an hour, so I'm slowing down. All right. There's already truck that's on the scale. Okay, so as I'm slowing down, I still have maybe like 200 yards to go. Okay, as I get close, there's a stop sign, and on the ground there's big white letters that says stop. Okay, well, right before I get there, the truck that's in front of me pulls off. He got the green light, so he went ahead. Okay, so I'm coming to almost to a complete stop. Okay, well, his red light, well, actually he didn't get the red light, he got the green light. Okay, but the red light came on. Okay, but then right before I got to the stop sign, it turned off. So I'm thinking, okay, the light's off, so I roll onto the scale machine. I go in, I'm going real slow. I'm about to split my axles, my drive tires over the yellow. There's a yellow line, okay? So you got to put your tires between both yellow lines. All right, that's what it's telling you. Split the axles. All right. So I'm sitting there waiting. I know I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. About 30 seconds passes. The DOT officer comes out, walks to my door. I roll down my window, I greet him. How you doing, officer? He looks at me. He's like, sir, can you tell me what you forgot to do back there? I didn't know what he was talking about, honestly. If I didn't say a word, he probably would have thought that I don't understand English. I looked at him like, I am not sure, sir. He's like, you can't tell me what you forgot to do back there. And I'm like, no. Because I really didn't know what he was talking about. Was it a trick question or what? So the third time he asked me, he's like, you didn't see a stop sign back there? I'm like, yes, sir, I did. He's like, well, why come you didn't stop? And I said, well, I told him plainly, and I was being truthful. I'm like, I was about to stop, but then I saw the red light turn off, so I thought it was time for me to go on the scale machine. So basically, to him, I rolled the stop sign. Okay, that's what he was looking at, that I rolled the stop sign. Well, needless to say, he starts giving me this lecture saying that he can give me a ticket because, I rolled the stop sign, that the fine is going to be whatever it was, this and that, back and forth. Then he asked me if I was from Illinois. I'm like, no, sir, I'm from Texas, So he's like, okay, well, obviously you're not from here. This is the way we do it, this and that, back and forth, And I just finally told him, I go, sir, I said, I'm being honest with you. I said, I was planning to stop. I said, but the light turned off, so I thought it was time for me to get on to the scale, to scale myself out. He's like, fine, I understand that. Okay, so we squashed that. So then he goes into this story that maybe lasted for about 10 minutes. Kid you not. Okay, about how this one truck driver that was in his personal car ran a stop sign and took out a family and killed the husband and wife, and I think he had like 2 kids, so he starts giving me basically a lecture to where like I felt like I was a kid that got a bad grade in school, and I'm getting reamed by the parents, So basically, he ends the story. He's like, okay, what I want you to do is get off the scale, go back around, show me that you can stop, get on the scale, we'll scale you, and we'll see where you're at. I go, fine, no problem. Anything for me to get out of getting a ticket, right? So then I go ahead and do that, go around, come back on, I stop. I even do the 5 Mississippis, you know, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. So then I roll on the scale machine, okay? Split my axles again, you know. About after like 5 seconds, gives me the green light. He goes, okay, sir, you're good to go. Have a safe trip, okay? So what I'm trying to say is be very careful on how you approach them, because each scale weight station in each state is probably set up different, you know, from what I've seen, okay? They all serve the same purpose, but they're set up different, okay? Like I said, some want you to split your drives. Some people don't even want you to split your drives. They, you know, they have them in certain sections. You know, you got your steers, and you got your drives, and then you got your trailer, okay? Kind of like they have them at the Catskills, you know. Some have the flashing lights, some don't have the flashing lights. Some have flashing lights to where it tells you that they're open. Some have the flashing lights to tell you that they're closed, you know. So it all depends on what state you're in. So be very, very careful, okay? And even on your GPS, you're probably not going to get a bell, you know, an alert that a weight station's coming up, but it's there, okay? And sometimes they're not even listed in Trucker Path, but they're there, okay? So just be very careful, be very mindful. Take your time, be patient. Once you start going through all these weight stations, trust me, it's just another day, you know, a walk in the park, okay? And if you're legal, then you have nothing to worry about, okay? So if this video has been helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please list them below. And once again, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. This is Anthony. Thank you for calling. Thank you for stopping in. Family Man Trucking. Thank you.